walking by. Okay, they're being kind of noisy. Just kidding, it's just the wind. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. If you hear any noises, that would be the wind. It's pretty windy today and I live in this old house, so there's always like noises whenever there's wind. So if you hear any noise, that's just the wind. So yeah, my name is Allie Grace if you're new. And for today's video, we're going to be doing a book haul, which is super exciting. I've gotten a few new books recently and I just want to talk about them. So let's get started. So I kind of have these books divided into 3 different sections. And the first section is books that I got for free from the library, because my library just outdoors, they had like several tables set up where you could just take some free books home. So I saw the table when I was walking with my mom, and of course I picked up a few books. The first book that I got is Scorpia by Anthony Horowitz, which is I think the 5th book in the Alex Rider series by Anthony Horowitz, and it's a middle grade like / YA spy series. The series is about Alex Rider, who is a teenage spy, and he just gets up to a lot of shenanigans and kind of discovers this like organization, and yeah, so it's just about him being a spy. And this is one of the old covers of the series. That I do own the series. They're on my bookshelves over there, but I have it in the new covers, and I saw this one in the old cover, which is what I originally read them in when I was like in 5th and 6th grade. So it made me feel super nostalgic, so I wanted to get it since it was free. Might as well. The next book that I got is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, and this is a really well-known book basically about a virtual reality game. I really don't know much else about it because that's all I've heard, and I'm interested just because it's just a really well-known book, so I've really been wanting to read it. The next book that I got is Dolores Claiborne by Stephen King, and I also don't know a whole lot about this one either, just because I just kind of pick up Stephen King books for no reason besides that I just want to collect Stephen King books for some reason, and I have yet to read a Stephen King book, so I should really do that. If you are a Stephen King fan, let me know what book of his I should start with. The next book that I got is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace by Terry Brooks, which I think is just a novelization of the Star Wars movie. And I like Star Wars a lot, so I'm excited to have this. So the next section in this video is actually graphic novels. So the first graphic novel that I got is The OK Witch by Emma Steinkellner. I hope I said that right. So this is about a 13-year-old girl who is bullied at school and then discovers that she has witch powers, which she's really excited about because she was obsessed with witches. And she just discovers that she is at the center of all of these witchy things in her New England town, and things ensue from there. And I got this book to read during October because it's about witches, so it's great for fall and the spooky season. And like, look at the first page of this is literally perfect for fall, so that's why I got this book. It sounds really cute. She meets an enchanted cat, and if you don't know, I'm obsessed with cats, so this should be super cute. I am really excited about it and I can't wait to read it, hopefully during October. The next graphic novel that I have here is Stargazing by Jen Wong, which this is by the author of The Prince and the Dressmaker, which is one of my favorite graphic novels, if not books in general, of all time. And I already read this. I read it in September because the colors made me think of getting the fall season started, so I just had to read it during September. And this is about a girl, Christine, who just feels like she's kind of not cool. And then a new kid moves to town named Moon, and Moon is really cool, and Christine and Moon become friends, and it's basically just about their friendship. And there's something in the synopsis that I think is kind of a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say that, but it's really cute and I love it. I think I like The Prince and the Dressmaker better, but this one's still super cute. Not very fall-y though, it's kind of like an anytime read. Not that you can't read fall books another time, but like this one doesn't give me vibes for a specific time of year. And the last graphic novel that I have is Monstrous. This is book 1 of Monstrous, which has the first 18 issues, which I think is the first 3 volumes. And my dad got this for me because the past like month and a half I've been having stomach issues, and it's been pretty severe and just not fun. So he got me this as a present to make me smile, which is really sweet of him. And I'm super excited to have this. I've been wanting to read this graphic novel series for so long. Okay, I'm just gonna read the paragraph that it has on the back because it just sounds so gripping to me. I don't know how to pronounce this character's name. Micah Half-Wolf lives in a world gripped by war, an alternate matriarchal 1900s Asia brimming with arcane dangers. So first of all, matriarchal 1900s, it kind of has steampunk vibes. Super excited. As she struggles to overcome the trauma of violence and regain knowledge of her past, she becomes inextricably linked to an eldritch monster of tremendous power. So we have monsters. This link will transform them both and place them in the crosshairs of deadly powers, both human and otherworldly. So if you can't tell, this book sounds amazing. Has monsters in it. I've read a couple of chapters in it, so I'm not that far in, but I'm really liking it so far. So hopefully I can read at least the first like 6 issues of this during October. Fingers crossed. But in October, I also have my comprehensive exams for my graduate program that I'm in, which is like 3 to 4 questions per class with 5 classes, and they're all essay questions, so I have to write like 3 to 4 pages for each question. So if you can't tell, it's a lot of writing that I have to do like in the span of a week. Not to mention that same week I have a take-home stats exam and a stats paper. So yeah, and then after that I have to get a colonoscopy, and then I have the like final season, even though I don't technically have finals, but they're all like more papers. So that's exciting. And I'm also applying to PhD programs, which are due mostly December 1st. So woo. But yeah, October is going to be a busy month, so hopefully I can read some of this during October, but who knows. So the last section of books that I have are just like books that I bought myself, and I forgot to include one that probably makes more sense to have been with the library books. But next I have The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, which I'm actually borrowing from a friend because I have never read this, and she read it and she really liked it and thought I would like it, so I'm borrowing this from her. So I didn't buy it myself, so that's why this should have been in the other section. So now the first actual book in the section of books that I bought that aren't graphic novels is Ghost Squad by Claribel A. Ortega, which this is a middle grade about this girl Sydney who her dad has like a ghost tour business, and because of some things in their lives, the business is going down. So Sid is trying to save her father's business and then accidentally casts a spell that awakes a malicious spirit. So this book is just about them trying to basically correct that issue, and there is a magical cat. And as I mentioned before, I love magical cats and also non-magical cats, but really are there such thing as non-magical cats? I feel like all cats are magical. So yeah, this book is super cute. I've already read it. I read it for Summerween, readathon. So yeah, it was super cute. I love the cover, and it's super short, so if you're looking for like a quick spooky but not like actually spooky kind of read, I definitely recommend this. It's really cute. So the next book that I got is The Monster of Ellenhaven by Jennifer whatever this says. Yeah, Disposit, that's her name. So this book I got because it looks like it'll be great for October, and it's really short. I was not expecting it to be this short. It's like, I just checked, it's like 159 pages. So maybe I will actually be able to read this in October, but I don't know. This is about a monster who's controlled by like a sorcerer, and the synopsis is kind of hard to understand, but from what I can tell, the sorcerer, I think, is trying to like get revenge or something and has like the monsters to do his bidding. So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what this is about because the synopsis seems vague to me. So I don't know, but it looks like it would be spooky. Like, this cover for some reason gives me V.E. Schwab vibes. I think it's because a lot of her books here are like the red, black, and white color scheme, which is what this cover is. So I think that's why it gives me V.E. Schwab vibes. So the next book on this list is The Boy in the Red Dress by Kristen Lambert, and I don't know if I've already hauled this or not. I've gotten quite a few more Book of the Month books, but I've decided not to include them in this haul because literally everybody always has like their books in their videos, and I just get so tired, like especially when there's videos that it says like book haul but it's just like all Book of the Month books. I just get so frustrated by that, which I don't like. Maybe I just need to grow up, but also it's just kind of annoying because I don't want to hear about the same 5 books on and on. But I decided to include this one because it was like an add-on option, and it's not one that I've heard talked about a lot, but it sounds super interesting to me. But it takes place on New Year's Eve in 1929, and it's in New Orleans. I just finished watching the originals a few months ago, and it's one of my favorite shows of all time, and it takes place in New Orleans, so I'm really excited that this takes place in New Orleans. And it's about this girl named Millie who is running a show at a speakeasy called the Cloak and Dagger in the French Quarter, no less. And they have this star called Marion, who is the boy in the red dress, which right there on the cover. At the speakeasy, a customer is asking questions about Marion, like has a picture of Marion, is just asking questions, and then her body turns up. So something is going on, and Millie sets out to figure out what's going on. So this book sounds amazing because it takes place in the 1920s. It's a murder mystery. There's somebody dressing in drag, and it takes place in New Orleans. So it just sounds super fun. I'm really excited. I kind of want to read this around New Year's because that's when it takes place. But also I'm like super excited to read this. So it could be sooner. We'll see when I get to it. But I hope that I get to it no later than New Year's. But who knows? And the last book on this list is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles, which, first of all, look at this cover. It's so pretty. And then like the end pages, and then like this chandelier. Wow, it's so beautiful. But this is about a magical competition where the magicians are competing to be in a circus, but then the magicians in the competition start to disappear, and it's super interesting. I'm actually currently reading this. I'm on page 279. This book is super interesting. I really like it. I really like how it kind of speaks on women being treated as like fragile things who shouldn't be able to participate in things like magical competitions. So I really like how it speaks on that. And I also like the kind of like romance that's going on in this. It's not really even a romance yet. It's kind of like I just ship these two characters. Yeah, I really like this and I hope that I can finish it soon. And this was one of my most anticipated books of the year, so I'm super excited that I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Autumn likes it too. So that's it for this video. Let me know which of these books you have read and what you thought. But that being said, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye!